So I want to talk a little bit about something that bothers me. Um, and it's local to me here in Maryland. There is a group in the county that I live in. It's the, whatever county, um, pagans, whatever, community, something like that. And they don't meet up regularly for anything besides racking, RAK-ing, random acts of kindness. And that's always bothered me. The phrase practice random acts of kindness, whatever. I don't believe they should be random. Because, I mean, what if you're helping a serial killer? What if you're helping a child molester, rapist? You know, somebody who's like a big time a-hole drug dealer or something. I mean, I ain't saying nothing about like weed or anything like that because I smoked a ton of weed in college, and right after. But I just don't believe that it should be so random, and it really irritates me. I don't go to them because of this thing. Um, I know the vast majority are Wiccan, and I'm not Wiccan. I do use a lot of Wiccan practices, so to speak. But I think they're more like universal. And Wiccans claimed them in books and stuff, so now people think they're solely Wiccan, but they're just stuff I've always done and stuff my grandmother did. And she wasn't Wiccan by any stretch of the imagination. She was some German, Jewish, Irish Catholic combination, Christian witch, something psychic, all the things, all the weird things. But yeah, I don't and I don't begrudge anyone being a fluffy bunny witch. You be as fluffy as you can handle it. I can't. And I am upfront about that. I know that about myself. And I'd rather pick someone who is either having a hard time or has done something for other people or whatever, if I'm going to be racking, either magically, physically, mundanely, whatever it is. Um, like this year, my derby team has decided has partnered up in 2016 with a domestic violence advocacy group in our local like region, and to me, that's racking. We raise funds for them. We have events for them. We go to their events. We did a really cool thing where you make a raft out of garbage and then you race the raft against other garbage rafts. And I think we took second place. I think. Anyway, let's just say blow up mattresses are good. Soda bottles, bad. So, yeah, it was fun, and it doesn't have to be sitting around casting a circle and then I guess praying for people or putting petitions for people or whatever it is that they do with this racking thing. I've read some of the forum posts about it, about what they do, and I guess it makes some people feel good, but like imagine you're in Walmart behind somebody and they can't pay for their stuff and they're buying whatever the fuck they're buying, and then you recognize their face on TV as having used a crowbar that you bought them at Walmart. I'm assuming that you paid for whatever the person in front of you was buying. Maybe their card didn't work, they didn't have enough cash, whatever the fuck. And then you see them on the news, they murdered somebody. Like, I worry about that kind of stuff. Maybe I watch a little bit too much ID channel. Kind of a murder channel nerd, that channel. And listening to like podcasts and things like that. I'm married to a cop. You gotta try to relate somehow. um, so, I don't exactly believe in random acts of kindness. I think targeted acts of kindness are more my thing. And the only witchy group in Southern Maryland that I'm comfortable going to, there's another group in a neighboring county, but I'm not exactly comfortable going to that because they have a member who was on my derby team and has since been doing work against my derby team, like magical work, like Santeria, like hoodoo work against my team that I have alone been combating, with my own protection things and my own bounce back to you kind of things. But I don't feel comfortable going to that. But also, if this other group is all they want to do is that, like, I want to talk about workings. I want to talk about spells. I want to talk about other kinds of stuffs, materials, and where people get their things and stuff like that. Even to just have someone that I could relate to on a level that's not, oh, hey, did you do something nice for someone today? Some random person in freaking 7-Eleven? No, I fucking didn't, because they could fucking go home and beat their wife. They could go home and molest their children or their neighbor's children or something like that. They could be being fucked up to a dog or a cat, and that would make me mad. Like, you bought someone, you paid for the food behind you in line at McDonald's is something that I would do because I don't go to McDonald's unless my kids want to go, which is rare. So, say you pay for the person in line in the drive-thru behind you at McDonald's. That's your racking. And then what if they fucking throw the shit out the window? What if they throw the trash out the window? It's all over the place. That's a little bit on you, I think. I mean, it's on that person like 99%, but you paid for it. You like made it possible for them to like fuck up the planet already more than it is. I saw a fox this morning on the way to work, and I mean, I love a fox, but I ain't gonna stand there and try to help a fox that's awake in the morning because they're like nighttime animals for most of the part. I mean, I guess it was early, but whatever. This fox carrying a freaking McDonald's bag in its mouth. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. If I had been quick enough to get my phone out, I'd have had a picture of it because it was hilarious. But at the same time, it's just gonna go open it and find some shitty fries from last night. There's nothing in it for it to actually eat. What are they gonna eat? The paper, the plastic, the styrofoam? Anyway, so that's my little bit of a rant, bitchery, bitchcraft on the random acts of kindness stuff. I just can't. I think it has to be targeted or specific. Random leaves too much up for something to come back on you if you've done, if you've had a part in something, not evil, but like bad or illegal or just, like I said, anti environmental or whatever it is that is the result of your racking random act of kindness thing. So I am going to practice targeted and specific acts of kindness and acts of protection as well. So kindness, I think protection falls under that, and I do that for various people and organizations and things like that. So, just my take. You might have a different one, and that's cool because we all just do whatever the fuck we want because we're witches. All right, bye guys.